Hey guys, how's it going? Today is day 3 or 4 or 5, I can't even remember, of my alternate day water fasting paired with keto. I'm trying to hold this steadier. I had a nice break on the weekend. Didn't have to worry about filming videos. It was great. And today we're back at it. And today is a fasting day for me. Wait, hold it in this hand. There we go. Today's a fasting day for me, and the only things I've had today are coffee, which I don't normally drink, and I'll explain why I drank that in just a second. But I had coffee, and I had a few cups of diet sugar-free soda and water, and that's basically what I've had today. And I've been feeling really good physically. The only thing I haven't been feeling good in is my sleep. And I can't even think straight right now, so if I slur my words and just talk weird, that's why. But it's a beautiful day out, by the way. It's like 61 degrees out. It feels like summer. It's amazing. As the atmosphere is eroded away by our pollution, a little bit more of the sunlight is let through. And it's kind of a beautiful thing if you think about it. It is nice to be outside as well, I gotta say. The weekend went really well. Saturday, or it was either Friday night? I think it was Friday night. I had my meal for the day. It was totally keto. It was great. It was delicious. I love these keto meals, by the way. They're so satiating and satisfying, and I don't feel like crap afterwards. And I can eat a bunch of it at once. Whoa, sounds like an eagle. Might be a hawk. And then Friday night, after I had that meal, we were going to go over to my parents' house, watch a movie, and they were making dinner. And of course they made spaghetti, which I love, but hey, that ain't keto. And I had the self-control to say no. I'm proud of myself, because that was not an easy thing to do. So I made it through, felt that sense of accomplishment. And then the next day, well, it was Saturday, I had water all day. Then the next day I had a meal. What I did was we went to the store and I bought a bunch of things. I should have filmed it, but it was after church and I didn't have my camera with me. I didn't think about it. I guess I could use my phone, but I bought a bunch of keto stuff just to eat on my eating days. And one of the things I bought were these Carb Balance Mission tortilla wraps. And what they are, they're 30 grams of carbs, but 25 of those are fiber and the rest is your net carbs. So I'm getting a huge dose of fiber, which is good for my digestion obviously, and excuse me. And what I did is I took one of those. That's only 5 net grams of carbs. I think to stay in ketosis, you have to be under 50 grams of carbs, and I never have anywhere near that. But what I did was I took one of those, put mayonnaise on it, then put some egg salad that I made from some hard-boiled eggs that I made. And I put them on the tortilla. I put shrimp on there, cooked shrimp, cooked chicken, some strips of bacon, some cheese, some shredded cheddar, some sriracha sauce, and I wrapped that sucker up, and that was so good. And the whole thing only had 5 grams of carbs, and it was just the most filling, delicious thing I'd eaten in a while. What else did I have? I had some Philadelphia cream cheese, which was a little grainy, which is kind of discouraging because we had the Great Value like knockoff brand in the fridge, and that was grainy, and I was like, well, the Philadelphia one that's in the freezer won't be as bad as that. Maybe it's just the quality. That was grainy too. So I have a feeling that the cream cheese, if you put it in the freezer, that it gets all grainy and weird, but it still tasted good. I had that with some almonds, some cheese discs, those I don't know what they're called, like Bluebell or something like that. Those are really good. I have like a bag of Gouda ones and a bag of mozzarella ones. I think I already mentioned the almonds. Some pickles. We got some more pickles. These mini pickles that are just so delicious. And then trying to remember what else I had. I think I had some like leftover chicken and bacon and stuff, and it was just so good. I ate it all in about 20 minutes. We were watching our show, and my wife and I, and it was so good. And I felt satisfied the rest of the day. And then I couldn't get to sleep last night, and I have no idea why. Could have to do with the keto, could have to do with the fasting. I'm not sure, but I had trouble sleeping, and I want to get on a better schedule. Like I mentioned, I think on Friday, that I want to sorry, I'm so tired. I want to start going to sleep at around 9 or 10 and getting up at like 5 or 6, just to get a head start on the day, get enough sleep. I'm so sick of not getting enough sleep. And so basically, I forced myself to stay up last night. And at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I went down to our local diner that's open 24/7. I tried to go to McDonald's and get a coffee for like $1 to keep me awake, because that's keto too. And I don't normally drink coffee, but I was just going to get a black coffee to keep myself awake the rest of the night. And, there was only 3 hours left until the early morning was over. But they said their system was down, and that that they couldn't take credit card, they could only take cash, and I didn't have any cash on me. So I went to the Coco Diner, which is right next door here in Hershey, PA. And I went in, there was only one person working, and I got my coffee, which was $2, so I paid $1 extra. But it was alright. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of black coffee. I think it's an acquired taste for sure. It's pretty bitter. But it definitely put me in a pretty good mood for 3 or 4 hours. And then I crashed pretty hard, and I've been struggling throughout the rest of today for sure. But at least I know I'll be ready to be in bed about like 8 or 9 tonight and get a full night's sleep. Be at the top of my game tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a physical I have to get for my new job coming up, and that's at like 1 p.m. so I should definitely be up by then. But I've really been struggling through today. I've been up for 27 hours, and it's going to be like 35 or 36 by the time I go to bed. More than that, it'll probably be like 40 or 41 or 42, something like that. I've also noticed, while being on this high-fat, high-protein diet, and I think this is because of the fats, but I've been breaking out in more places on my face lately. Like, there's this whopper right here that hurt, and I squeezed the crap out of it, and It was like bleeding yesterday morning before I went to church, and I was like trying to stop it. Really annoying. There's like one on my face, and there was one creeping up over here, but I think I got it before it got too bad. So maybe that's just a side effect of the high fats, but if that's the case, I'm fine with that. It's so weird. The morning after my first keto eating day of one meal, I woke up and I, started my water fasting for the day, and I just felt so strong. I felt like, I don't know, just solid, I felt like I had a lot of energy in a way I haven't felt in a long time. It was like, I felt like, I don't know, I was thinking about going to the gym, and I don't think I had a ride to the gym because my wife took the car that day, but I was like, I feel like I could just like run to the gym right now and not be tired when I got there. And it was just this newfound like strength and a different kind of energy that I haven't felt in a long time. And I think that's probably because of the keto mixed with the fasting. And I've really been liking it so far. And I'm only like 4 or 5 days in, but I should also tell you my weigh-ins too. So the first day of the month, I weighed, I can't remember my ones from the last couple days of February, but I know that pretty much as soon as I started this, I think I started it with a water fast, and I lost about 4 pounds in one day, and that was just water weight, obviously. But then after that, I was like, it seemed like I was losing about a pound every 2 days, and that's been pretty consistent. And that makes sense because when I did my 21-day water fast, I lost about a pound a day. So I figure that if I do alternate day water fasting with keto in between, I might lose about a pound or a pound and a half every 2 days. That's my theory, and we'll see what happens. But I know the first day of March, so yesterday, I weighed 197.4, which is great. I'm almost down to my lowest that I was when I was doing the dry fasting. And today I weighed in at 198.4 after my big meal yesterday. So I only gained a pound. And I ate like 2 pounds of food, at least. So my theory is that tomorrow when I wake up, use the bathroom, and get, flushed out, if I stay hydrated today, then I will be back. I'll be down to maybe like 196.9 or something like that. Like I predict I will lose about a pound, maybe a little less between now and then because I'm water fasting, but we shall see. So I do know I'm feeling a little lighter. Besides the tiredness right now, I feel great. The depression seems to be going down just like a tiny, tiny bit. And like in a noticeable way. It's not totally gone yet, but it's noticeable enough. And yeah, things are going pretty well. So my clothes are fitting a little better. We have a wedding that we're going to in July, and my wife was like, hey, it'd be great if you could lose the weight before then, because we could pick out some really nice outfits, that we could match in. And she already has a dress, but now my job is to slim down and get into a nice like slim fit suit or something. I don't know, something nice, something. I'm not a real big suit guy, but if I could find something to wear with like a bow tie, I like that. Maybe some suspenders. Heck yeah, that's my style. I have a wooden bow tie. I have a couple wooden bow ties. I wore one of them to my wedding, and definitely a wooden bow tie kind of guy. But I like bow ties of all shapes and sizes because, as the 11th Doctor says, bow ties are cool. They really are, though. But yeah, that's an update. Since I'm only doing about 5 videos a week, I'll do my best to make these a little bit longer than normal, so you get roughly the same amount of content, but just fewer days, so I can have a break. Maybe 15 or 20 minute videos. Just me talking. Talking to people who listen, like Steven and Johan, wherever you are. I'm not sure where you are, but Steven from the UK, or Steve from the UK. You've been really encouraging through this. My dad's been really encouraging, checking in on me. You guys are great. Yeah, it seems like Steve really has a good thing going, and I feel like I'm doing something similar to that, and he says it's great. I feel like it's great. I've been watching a lot of I've been trying to find videos that are specifically keto / alternate day fasting videos, and there's a couple guys I found that do it. There's one guy who did 2 sets of 30 days, and he's pretty ripped. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say he has like, I don't know, he has a fair bit of muscle. He probably has more muscle than me for sure, but he is like no fat on him whatsoever. And oh, that's loud. I don't know if I want to go that way. There's like a machine over there, TruGreen. Not sure what it's doing, but it's loud. Oh, it's so nice out. It feels like summer. I love this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this one guy, he's like no fat on him. And he has a couple videos. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he basically filmed himself every day for 30 days and compiled them all into this one big, like, 45-minute long vlog of him tracking I think it was a pretty much keto alternate day fasting. I think he called it like intermittent fasting. So it was like alternate but intermittent fasting, which is what I'm doing. Like, I'm not eating 3 meals on my feasting days. I'm only eating 1, and it seems to be going pretty well. So I think that'll give me a bit of an advantage over people that do like alternate day fasting but eat a ton throughout the day. So we'll see. But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this guy uploaded that 45-minute vlog. I watched the whole thing, very interesting. And then I think it was like a couple months later, he did another one that was 30 days, and that vlog was like an hour, or like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. It was an hour something, and it was just really, really cool. And I don't know if I'd be able to do that, like film, unless it was like for a separate project, so like film something every day for 30 days, then put it all together into a vlog. That would be an interesting project, though. I just don't know if my computer could hold all that data right now. I would need like extra space. I would have to figure out how to utilize my external hard drive to like dump data onto it, but also use the data straight from the hard drive. Oh, maybe I could do that. Like, keep it in the hard drive and drag it to Final Cut Pro, which would copy it, and I think it would store it on there, but I wouldn't export it to my Mac. I would export it directly back onto the hard drive, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this vlog is going to have a lot of cuts at all. I think it might just go up as is. But I'm just so tired right now. I was supposed to call. We have a debt to a hospital. It got sent to collections. I had to go to the emergency room like a year and a half ago or so. I don't know how long it was ago. It was November of 2018. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. It wasn't 2019. No, it was 2018. So yeah, it's been like a year and a half. Got sent to collections. Now I have to call them back and negotiate a price with them, and I just can't think straight at all. So I'm just waiting till tomorrow after I've gotten some sleep. I'm supposed to touch up some paint in our living room, and yeah, I don't know. My dad, well, my point with that was that I don't feel like doing any of that today. I just feel like burning the rest of today's time and just falling asleep. But forget what I was gonna say. Oh, right. It's like a hair in my shirt. My dad said something about how there should be some music, like soft music in the background. I had this beat that I was using, and that's fine, but like for a video like this, it'd be annoying to do for 20, what? It's been going for 21 minutes already. So I probably won't be doing that, but I should find some music. I just don't feel like doing that today either. But anyway, that's it for today's video, I guess. Wherever you are in the world, day or night, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.